everyone is a star, Freddie.
What are you afraid of?
You can't get anywhere pretending to be someone you're not.
But you regret it.
No one will play Queen.
Bohemian Rhapsody was all that I was hoping for this film to be. You know, there are critics out there, maybe even fans that felt that it was historically inaccurate, that a lot of the facts were twisted around and it wasn't really serious when dealing with Freddie Mercury's, not only his on-screen persona, but mostly what happened behind the scenes. To me, I watch films like this to just be entertained and to see what the person's life was like. Yeah, it may not be historically accurate, but what biopic is. To me, this film was all about just Rami Malek's amazing performance. I can see why he not only was nominated for numerous awards, but the Oscar he won for Best Actor. We see him really metamorphosize into, you know, that of the persona, the way he looks, that of Freddie Mercury. We see him in 1970 meeting Roger Taylor, Brian May, and then later Don Deacon joins them. We see them having so much trouble trying to convince an EMI executive who was played by Mike Myers. I forgot he was in the film, and when I seen him, I didn't recognize him. And you know, he ends up going to a radio station. They play it, and the song is really critically panned. And you see the bad reviews, you know, flashing across the screen. And the movie really was made popular by Wayne's World, you know. And to me, you know, seeing this movie is really a treat for me because I am a big Queen fan. Love their music. You know, I remember the song that really got me was Another One Bites the Dust. I remember that's the first song that I heard from them, and the first song that really made them cross over, and one of their biggest hits. I mean, Bohemian Rhapsody would be a cult hit and would go on later on to be a hit, but at first, you know, it was released, it wasn't that well received, you know, because it was a different take on music that never was heard from a rock band before. You know, this thing goes through his life, his being engaged to Mary, seeing how that relationship is, and him finding out that he's bisexual and him telling her. We see these guys recording their music, their classic songs, Bad Bottom Girl, Break Free, Crazy Little Thing Called Love, where we hear that in the background while he's doing a party. You know. And of course, We Will Rock You, the way they came up with that, it was an anthem. They wanted to, you know, Brian May wanted the crowd to get into it with him, be able to interact, so they made that song, and it's a great song. I remember when playing football, I remember we would play that song, you know, as anthem kind of thing. It was really great. It was really one of the signature songs of those guys. The one thing they didn't show, of course, was when they did the music for Flash Gordon, but that was kind of like a side note. You know, people know that, but that's something I probably definitely didn't need to put in the movie. But overall, I think this movie was great. I like how they captured, you know, Live Aid and the songs that they performed in Live Aid. You know, it was really a great set, and I remember when I remember seeing this. I remember when Live Aid was on. It was 1985. I was 15 years old, and I remember seeing this, and it really captured what they did. You know what I mean? And you know, they performed Radio Gaga. He even let them in the AO chant, AO, that Hammer to Fall, We Are the Champions, and then it ends, right? And then we see, you know, as Don't Stop Me Now, it plays as the film fades. And we see a little blurb about what happened to him afterwards, him succumbing to AIDS in 1991. And to me, this movie was really well done, well directed, well written. You know, I enjoyed it. And, you know, to heck with people who want to criticize a film for its historical inaccuracies. Like I said before, none of these films are totally 100% accurate. You have to take liberties with some parts of the person's life and all that, but I gotta tell you, this movie was great, and it took me a while to watch it, but being a busy person like I am, sometimes I cannot get around to watching it. But I'm glad I did, and I'm glad that Rami Malek was casting this role. The guy was perfect, and he should be proud of himself, and he's just going to continue to be a bigger and bigger star. Well, this is my video and my thoughts on Bohemian Rhapsody. You stop by and check out this video. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And in closing, and as always, take care.
You're a legend, Fred.
We're all legends.